born for dying!
Alright, welcome to turn 27, Late Age Midgard. I'm going into this turn with some trepidation. A messenger has arrived from Satis. Let's do the message first. Midgard, with Pangaea sieging from the north, our armies are unable to strike at Man or Pythium for at least a few more months. If you can manage to get Miklan or Utgard to assist us, or even Ulm, we could free up some... Yeah, right. That's going to happen. Get Ulm to fight Man. No offense to Nucrium. That's not how I meant that to come across. I just find that hilarious. That idea, the mere idea of it would be hilarious. Now, for me to send a message to Ulm and be like, hey, man, I know we had our differences. Would you attack Man? We could free up some lizards. At the moment, the only thing I can offer is gems, which even those I am in very short supply. All right, let's see. Alteration is completed, and blood magic is completed, and we need to watch High Watch. This is the one that it's all about. All right, everybody's there. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, that's loud. Okay, Wind Guide is up. And let's check. Oh, what? It's Temper Flesh now? I'm looking for... what did Gandorf do? Oh, prepares to cast. There we go. Right. There we go, guys. Fire arrows away. And... oh, perfect! Good job, guys! Good job! Curse of Stones is up. Let's see how many it hit. Apparently not that dude. Apparently not that. How do I tell? It should. There should be an icon for Curse of Stones if it hits. At least I believe there was. Huh? I don't see it. Did that many of them resist it? Yeah, it looks like a lot of them just simply resisted it. That's okay. Okay. Oh, we're getting stunned a bit. Oh, well, we're killing some of their commanders. They got bodyguards, so it's going to take a bit. How did these guys actually flew in the back, too? Or, no, they just flew in. Okay. Oh. Them scouts in the backs ain't going to like that. Killing some of them. Generation's up. We've routed them. We've routed them. We did it. I don't know what the butcher toll is going to look like, but we've got them. We got them. Oh man, I was worried about this because I talked to Daz a little bit off camera, and he, because Dwarf Comics staled this turn, so there was a possibility of a rollback, and I was like, oh guys, don't look at the turn, because I was like, I don't want to see this turn in case something bad happened. I was tempted to reduce things. And like Daz kind of had a very nonchalant demeanor, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like not downtrodden as I would hope if he lost this battle. But let's see, Gandorf is still alive. Looks like we kept a lot of our guys. So I was worried that Daz might have won this battle. So, but we still have to take a look at our losses. So yeah, we lost tons of einheres. I mean, that's kind of what einheres are for, is dying. But still, only 6 crossbowmen. These guys probably died from Gandorf's cold aura. Lost a bunch of herdmen, but we didn't have that many to begin with. Huskarls we lost. Skin shifters actually didn't do too bad. Let's see. Man, these guys, though, look at the stats on this. Like, I know 60 of them died, but 74 deaths, man. The Vans, though, these are the MVPs. Although, come on, they had flying on their side, and we killed his entire army. I guess he got some Lord Wardens out of there. Killed all of his mages. Good. Killed his warrior mage and his druids. Perfect. Perfect. Great. Great. Great job. I'm chuffed. I am happy with this. If nothing else, we can be proud of this battle for now. Okay, now we got to deal with this stuff from Ulm. All right. This makes the rest of the bitter pills a little bit easier to swallow. Ulm attacks in Stinkbog. Yep. And our guys are retreating. That's interesting that... oh, he's just trying to get behind troops. That's fine. Yeah, well, we were expecting this, so... Actually, he retreated. That's bizarre. Huh. I have no idea why that happened. That's weird. Huh. Yeah. Retreat details. 4 of them made it back to friendly territory. That's fine. Okay. High Watch is done. Ulm attacks Xangrad. Now this is one that I realized afterwards I'd messed up, because I think I have my scouts set to retreat. And that means I may actually lose this battle by... Oh, no. We did it. We didn't retreat. Excellente. Good job, Scouty McScouter. You held the siege single-handedly. Let's see. So, yep. He escaped, probably. All right, thank you. Miklan is going after Ulm. Hooray! With very few resources, but there's nothing in here, so yeah, good. Ah, these guys are still suitably scary, I suppose. They have luck. Yeah. Man, these guys. Quickness, strength, blood surge, luck. Yeah. Well, that's all it's going to take to kill this PD. Boom. Shakalaka. Alright. Good. And Sly Wheatlocks. It's actually coming in here to try to take it. That's fine. This may... No, I don't know what happened. Anyway. We know where his vamps are, at least. Hit points. Boy, I wish I had some more magic arrows to throw at these guys, because these are a problem. Yeah. Hard to damage with non-magic weapons. Yeah. These guys are such a problem. There's only 2 of them. Okay. So, that's Sly Wheatlocks. Okay. And Bacony Hollow. Maybe he did take back everything that I've taken so far. Okay. Bunch of his knights. I wish I could have maybe diverted some forces into killing these units. I was thinking about that off camera while waiting for this turn to come in, which was like, oh, you know, if only I could have split out some of my forces to kill his parties that were no doubt going to try to reclaim provinces. I might have lost a few battles, but I probably would have done some damage, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm not going to complain after destroying Man's army. I'm not going to complain. Well, until I kind of see we did lose a lot of troops, man, but a lot of troops. All right, but we have Kisselfold. Good news, I hope. Ooh, this one's gonna be a little tougher, but I think he's gonna have it. These are mundane units against blessed units, so... Yeah. Good. Getting through that armor, that's what's really scary, is these guys... Well, it does 24 damage, that's part of it. Strength plus 3, yeah, that's why. Kind of scary. Miklan's gonna, if I survive this war, that is, Miklan and or Utgard are just gonna wipe me out, but still. It's the principle of the thing. Gotta kill Ulm. Unexpected event in Forlorn Flowers. Nice. That's nice. Tortuga Island. Norse Refuge. Unrest plus 40. Norse... okay. Battle in Broken Stones. Let's take a look at this. This will be interesting. Yep. Good stuff. I'll send Man a message being like, go help take back this province for you. You'll stop attacking us and go after home. But I don't think Daz is going to have any of it. I think he's entered rage mode the same towards me the same way I have towards Ulm. The defenders are repairing it faster than we can tear it down. We are under siege in Moss Flowers, but the enemy cannot harm our walls. Alright, so let's take a look here at everything. Alright, dude, I told you what was going to happen if you did this. Yeah, Utgard's declaring war on me, basically. Anyway, that's depressing, but At least we took care of the problem of man over here for the time being. And we can scoot into these provinces again. Looks like he finally got rid of his forces? I don't know. Okay, well... I am not going to be able to kill that thug with my own, so there's that for you. Well, guys, this is what it looks like. Sorry, I went a little silent there. I'm very annoyed with Utgard, but at the same time, I don't know what else he could do. Like I said, he had us to attack somebody. And so he's obviously not going after Avalon, he's going after my throne, which, you know, that's the objective of the game, so... If Sabouts weren't over here harassing me, and if I weren't tied up with this crap over here, maybe I could do something about it, but anyway. We'll have to look at it, we'll look into it later. Off camera, I will consider what I'm doing. And at least we got this off our back. Again, unfortunately at the cost of a lot of troops. And, oh man, some damage taken too. That's too bad. Chest wound. That's not good to have on magic user. Looks like actually these guys survived the battle. Yeah, that's excellent. I was worried that some of my slaves were going to end up getting exhausted, fatigued out. So that's good. All right, guys. I'll talk to you next time after I get. I'll talk to you after I get my turn planned out. Alright, welcome back. This is the turn that I believe I will be submitting. This is going to be a bit controversial for me. I'm debating it very heartily. However, let's get to the main point. Okay, we have our army, which erstwhile defeated Ulm. There are a few things I should probably mention about the battle that took place here that you guys may have noticed, that Gandorf went off script a bit. He never cast Maws of the Earth, and instead he was the one that cast Curse of Stones, which I think proved to be very ineffectual against man's army. So that's unfortunate, but yeah, I just wanted to make that point. That could have gone better. I think he probably didn't cast Maws of Earth because it would have had such a large area of effect that it would have probably killed a ton of my units, but whatever. And it probably was too late in the battle that my units had already engaged, because as you'll remember, I put them at the very front to engage the archers as quickly as possible. Anyway, our armies here, the ones that can, you may notice there's a common theme of the highlighted units versus the non-highlighted units, and that is they can sail. I am moving all of them into flat plenty. And you may also notice here that Peter Wass is going to go into Swedjord. Yep, he's going into Swedjord. We are going to scout Swedjord. Sabouts is no doubt building a fortification there. He hopefully does not have a big army. And that means this is probably my one and only last chance to go for this throne rush. So I'm moving my entire army, what's left of it, over here, and we're going to pick up whatever we can recruit from here, so a bunch of einheres, and we're going to pick up whatever we can recruit over here to Angelic Reach, which is a few einheres and some herdmen. We have a leader over here already, Burr, waiting to transport them to Swedjord, and if we can, this is it. We're going in to Swedjord. And the reason this is so controversial to me is because I need to take back my land from man. This is not a good time for me to let off the pressure from Ulm or man. And I would really like to crush both of them. I would really like to move this army into Ksangrad and crush what Ulm is no doubt preparing to send into here. I would love to get rid of these vampire counts and the ghoul guardians as well. I wouldn't mind getting rid of. I would love to get all my stuff back from man. I am taking an army here. Oh, by the way, Hake is also joining them. He's taking my vans and some ghouls, which, I mean, because I can, because they can make it. It's all hands on board for this one, guys. So yeah, he's taking them all the way to Angelic Reach as well. However, I do have an army here of Gnarly Tooth and, let's see, Gnarly Tooth, and who else is moving? And Squizgar Squigelf are moving into Skatekian Steppes with this very modest army. Again, engage as quickly as possible with my melee units. Over here, Squizgar is going to cast Gift of Flight a couple times before buffing himself up. Gunnar is going to buff himself up, give himself protection from lightning, charge body, flight, and attack rear. And then Gnarly Tooth is obviously the commander for my regular melee units. And this should... I may actually be throwing away these units. This squad here alone may be easily sufficient for what I need to do. And maybe I should move these guys back a little bit. I don't like them having a chance to get hit by a ton of arrows, you know? It's like, that's pointless. But there isn't anything in here, right? So it's going to just be province defense. Furthermore, I don't think Ulm can get, or not Ulm, I don't think Man can get his army into here in time. But, you know, maybe they're stealthy and they're hiding out. I don't know. This could be, that's why I had them up at front. So I think I'll go ahead and continue with that plan. Just, if Man has an army there and they show up, I need to engage them because they're all guaranteed to be those annoying range units. So yeah, we gotta get to them. And they're just gonna plink my einheres, make my einheres go berserk, and then my einheres are just gonna get wasted, like, you know, not doing anything. So yeah, that's the point. But hopefully these guys with the Gift of Flight and so forth, they'll get to the rear and kill the commanders before I take too much damage to my regular units. So that's the hope. That's the hope. Hope in one hand, poop in the other. But there we go. So we are going to take back Skatekian Steppes. He's up to no good over here. One thing I wish I'd done is I wish I'd been able to get my assassin. I should have thought of this several turns back. I wish I'd put my assassin into here so I could assassinate his leader that's building this fortress. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop this fortress from going up. Surely Miklan also knows that it's there, though. So come on, come on. Come on, Miklan. Get him. Go get him for me. Come on. Miklan has a great deal to profit from this war, I think, so far. If he can take these... if he can take this fortress, that will benefit him quite a bit. Oh, wow, it's even right next to Ulm. So, yeah. Ulm has kind of split up his forces finally. He's got to have his doom ball over here, though. I bet you that anything, that's what's going on. So yeah, that's probably not going to happen, unfortunately, but we're trying. We're trying. That's like why I said I would love to just go right back to Kasangrad and crack this fortress open. But, yeah, like I said, I made one mistake already, you know, taking my eyes off Swedjord to come over and play, you know, world domination and stuff with Witchgrove and getting ready to attack Miklan, or maybe not. You know, just thinking back and forth. Maybe I'll just let Relay a Merc solve itself. You know, all that stuff is what got me into trouble in the first place. We're doing this. It's probably not going to work out, which means I'll have wasted a turn moving my big army into Flat Plenty. It does give me an option, perhaps, to deal with Utgard, because Utgard's going to be a problem. As you can see here, he has violated the terms that I sent him by moving a unit in here. I haven't sent him a message. I'm going to let him decide what he wants to do. He is going to have to deal with Spouts' army, which I wouldn't mind if he came in here and killed Spouts off, or vice versa. Really, one way or the other, I don't care. This one unit, this one thug unit alone will just mess up an entire army. This army is a big problem. And so we'll see. This army goes into Grogmire, well, then it's very clear what he's up to. So, to that end, I'm moving Rashigar back to Hawkwoods and Apuleius back to Grogmire, and we're going to prepare to raid this province if that's what he does. At least cut off his supply lines a bit. Hopefully starve his army, something like that, you know. That's all I got. So, if that happens, depending on what his army looks like, we may... Yeah, we may sail down here and see if we can crack it. But I can't keep doing that. I can't afford a death ball the way Ulm is, right? We already lost so much of our necessary offensive power from losing those einheres. You know, it's just not sustainable. So yeah. Anyway, what else is going on? We forged that Shroud of the Battle Saint. I went ahead and gave it to Ragnar. And I want to point out something that I believe is a bug. So his basic hit points were 13, which is what he had. But now he's down to 4. And you'll probably notice that 13 minus 4, or 13 minus 9 is 4. So it's like the hit points here got wonkified. I'm not sure what this means. I think Yeah, I'm not sure if this is right or not. What if he took 4 hit points of damage? Is he gonna die? Like, that would suck. So, yeah, I don't like this, but whatever. It's okay. I just think that there's something kind of wonky going on here with how the undying hit points work. If he took damage, would he still... No, he would die. If you take... Yeah, he would die, because undying is just for battle. I don't like this. I think it's a bit of a bug. I don't know. Anyway, though, he'll get his hit points back next turn. And then he's going to be a very formidable battle mage. You know, with the effects of this Bless, this is great for a mage. Well, not all of them, but Reinvigoration is going to be good. Undying hit points +1 combined with his regeneration is going to make him a lot more survivable. Combat speed +30, not really. All the rest of this is just so-so, you know. Poison resistance, you know, that's fine. You know, everything else is great, but still. Anyway, that's what I love about putting these shrouds on my regenerating Galderman, is suddenly they turn into pretty cool units, depending on your Bless. Okay, so yeah, Gunnar is still here in this province, and he's just going to attack it. Over here, Van Helsingr doesn't have anything to do, so I'm just going to have him search for magic sites. I wish I had a temple and a lab here, so I could use these blood slaves and sacrifice them to spread my dominion. I really wish I had some of my own very cheap priests so that I could do some blood sacrifices, but I kept focusing on everything else, particularly research. Let's talk about research real quick. So I've taken off from Alteration 7, and the reason for that is to grab some things that may be necessary if I go over to Swedjord. So what did I want from Conjuration? Not Summon Storm Power necessarily. That is what I'm getting, right? Yep, Conjuration. I would like to get Summon Earth Power for my Communions. So this is actually more for my other mages than it is going to be for my main combat force, but I didn't want to do the other thing, which is going into Evocation, which I'll be doing next turn if I decide this is my chance to go into... Oh man, that's a good point, though. Crap, guys. Thank you. Thank you. You've pointed out an error in my logic. If I go into here and start researching my Evocation spells, I'm not going to be able to script them for Swedjord. So that means I'm going to go back to my other version, which this is the other version of what I want to do, which is get Mist is going to be okay. Thunderstrike will be usable in combat. So I can get to level 4, I'm pretty sure, this turn. 100 should then go up to 200, and I got 300 there. So I think Evocation 3 and 4... I don't think I want to try to go to Evocation 5 because I won't be able to script it regardless. Storm, like, I'm not going to be able to script it, so it's not going to help. The Thunderstrike strategy isn't really going to help. That doesn't mean I won't use Thunderstrike or script it, but anyway. Yeah, actually... Yeah, there's really not a lot here that's going to be helpful. Yeah. Yeah, it's really not that great going up to Evocation 4, even. Boy, guys, I'm sorry to talk about this on camera, but Summon Store Power is no good to my units. Yeah, there's really nothing here that's good. I'm not sure what I should do. I will go ahead, I guess, and do the Evocation, and then... Should I go for it? Man... Yeah, because... Gosh, dang it. It's so painful. We're going to do it. We'll get ready for a Thunderstrike strategy in case it can... No, because I won't be able to get Summon Storm Power unless I put in Conjuration too. Ah, man, I don't know, guys. Whatever. Okay, there's what we're going to do for now. And then we'll go back into Conjuration when I get a chance. It's tough, because I also want to prepare for battles on my own home front, which is why I wanted to get Reinvigoration and so forth. We'll try, we'll see what happens, because even if we go into here without using Thunderstrike, we'll be able to tech up to Thunderstrike, hopefully, for the next turn that we're going to need it to defend Swedjord once we claim it, if that is what ends up being a possibility. So there you go, that's the plan. That is the plan for my research, is we're going to dedicate it also to what we need to handle Swedjord. Now, going over here, you'll notice I'm taking a ton of my air gems, we'll be able to take a ton more from over here if necessary. I went ahead and put the air helm on Tylos. Gonna go ahead and do some blood slaves, so I do have access to reinvigoration, so I can use that. I might be able to set up a blood communion, so I might try doing that. It's not great, I don't think, with my battle mages. I don't think Van Jarls are a great candidate for that sort of thing, but whatever, we'll see. It gives us the option. Yeah, anyway, I think that's basically about all there is to that. Let's go ahead and check out our scouting is just moving up. Like I said, I am moving my assassin back up because, you know, let's go ahead and do the assassination if we can. I'm not going to make it in time, but who knows? Why not try? Why not try? We're moving down here to Trollolol Bridge, and we're going to take a look at Pythium because I have no information on Pythium, except that he's very annoying. Let's go ahead and read messages. Whoops, not the messages we're sending, I mean. Okay, so message to man. Here we go. Drudges of Ulm, formerly known to us as Avalon. This wars between us has been glorious, but we hopes now's it's beatens the senses into you that you can clears your heads of Ulm's enthrallments. You must turns on the trues evils in this worlds. You believes lies about us. Well, not all of them are lies. We did discovers that messages we meant to sends Ulm went to Utgards by mistakes, but even so's Ulm betrays us without ever trying peaceful or cooperative solutions. No, just use bad guys. We attacks you now is because use bad guys. And always you says trusts Ulm and helps them. Miklan similarly is betrayed by Ulm, and we works with Miklan to destroys this menace. Use allies with Ulm means you gets in our ways, defending that evil which can't be morally defended. We never wanted Witchgrove, and pretty sure's this message Ulm dids receive. We would gives them that territory once we's moved into Miklan. We's greatly glads now we did not attacks Miklan, as Ulm then showed his true blood colors. Now's times for you to stop this destructive wars. Our historic enemy, the giants of Utgard, laughs at our self-destructions. What thinks you to do's about that when Midgard am's gone, even if Avalon remains? Make truce with Miklan, makes truce with Midgard, prepares for Utgard, better yet turns against your masters and reclaims your humanities, destroys Ulm with Midgard and Miklan. Alright, last chance, Daz. I'm giving you a breather here because of my throne strategy. I hope that works. Probably not. Message to Miklan. Bloodmen, we beatens back Avalon, but am sendings them last chances to turns against Ulm. Utgards and Pythium may be's cooperating against Midgard. We expects Utgard smash Midgard very soon. We yets to see. Would's be goods for Midgard if Avalon could's be turns against Ulm. Let's them waste resources while we gets army back for sieges. After's Ulm, we then uses Avalon against Utgard Menace. If Utgard Menace goes somewhere else, then we goes back to fighting Avalon. We thinks Avalon is hopeless slaves, though, but Utgard be problems requiring big solution. Pythium is small annoyances like dog biting his heel, but dog biting's heel same time as giant swinging club at head, well, then dog is what's also problem. And finally to Miklan. Bloodmen, we tells 25 Ghoul Guardians is in Armilia Groves, and 2 Vampire Counts is in Sly Wheatlocks. Ulm still needs takes back Cassongrad, where our scout bravely maintains siege. In Midgard, even lowly scout cans has braveries to fights against castle. We needs takes back lands from Avalon, but hopes you takes fortresses from Ulm this month. We comes back to fight soon, as long as Utgard doesn't invades. Einheres wents to Valhalla, and we got more waitings to follow. We repeats our oath that as long as Ulm exists and UM's enemies of Ulm, we am's friends. Alright, so that's the only messages I'm sending for now. And I think that's gonna do it, guys. Yeah, oh, forging. One last thing is Gandorf. I don't like doing this, but I'm forging a Thistle Mace with him instead of using him for research. And with that, I will then give it to Yagon, and we are going to forge some Vine Shields, I think, so that we can prepare for some honest-to-God raiding. I know that a lot of you guys are probably tearing your hair out with the way I've been playing a conventional pitched battle here instead of, you know, full-throated going into my enemies and raiding properly. For one thing, I'm still not that good, and still not that good at the game either, but I am also, I'm gonna try. I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm trying, but but anyway, it's gonna be one more turn of vacillation as we prepare for Swedjord. So there you guys have it. I'm not expecting this to work good, but it is like, it's kind of like the last game. This is my only roll of the dice here before things kind of go really bad. I'm not gonna be able to hold on to moss flowers. I would like to find a peaceful solution for this province instead of having to get into a war with Utgard. Like, I would almost rather offer Utgard a deal to just, you know, pay me for the province and I'll give it to him than to just start attacking me for it. But he's really got all the cards this game. He's got all the cards to handle this. Yeah, he can just take this fortress by force if he decides that's what he's going to do. So yeah, I'm kind of screwed. The only point of even having this fortress was to try to delay and give myself enough time to get to Swedjord. So there you go. All right, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Wish me luck, and wish my opponents bad misfortune. Bye-bye.